Hello, how are you? Right, this is the first one of our bar inspired workouts for November. You will notice I have no trainers on, so for bar work, you work bare feet, you don't need trainers on at all. It's low impact. There is lots of work on our posture, lots of work for the core and glutes. But it is down a level from the normal jumping around that we do. So that's part of, oh God, did you hear that? That didn't sound good, did it, my hip? This is part of the reason I chose this for November. So November and December tend to get manically busy and everybody gets ill at various points, or children get ill. So I just thought it would be really nice to do something that helps correct posture. So part of this is about really lengthening up through the crown of the head, tucking the tailbone under, working on legs, working on glutes that help support the pelvic floor, but without that jumping around. So you're not going to get you will get warm, but you're not going to be dripping in sweat doing some of these workouts. So you'll be able to fit them in. I've loved doing some bar workouts over the last couple of weeks. I've not been feeling too good. I've not wanted to go out running or do anything that's been too strenuous, partly because I've not had the lung capacity to be able to do it. So bar work and yoga has kind of got me through, but it's a really, really great workout, really beneficial for posture, fantastic for postnatal, for recovery, or for those of you that just want to do a little bit of low impact exercise. So for this first week, we're going to start introducing some of the foundational moves. You will need a chair. I've got a chair over here, which you can't see at the moment on camera, and we'll be working through some blocks of exercise where a little bit later on, after we've done our full warm-up, you will be holding on to the chair to mimic a bar so that we can really help with our balance and stability, but mainly to help with our core center and to help correct posture. Shall we get straight into it? Now with bar work as well, we don't need a timer, so it's not like our normal classes. You work to a count of 4, 8 and 16. So we tend to repeat the exercise by working to a single time, double time, and then with a pulse. It will all make sense as we move through it. So the key things to remember are to really lengthen through the crown of your head, tucking your tailbone under. So what we don't want is this, we want to really tuck it under, standing nice and tall, and I will just guide you through the correct foot position at either time. Having bare feet will enable you to really feel the floor as well and help grip and help with you with your balance. Okay, so standing either with your hands on hips or hands in prayer, either is absolutely fine. We're just going to work into those ankles. So if you take your right foot off the floor, we're just going to draw some circles with our toes to help warm into the ankle joint. Keep just alternating directions. And then bring that one back down. Let's switch through to the other side, pointing it out in front, taking it in one direction, and then in the other direction. Perfect. Okay, from here, if you bring your feet into first position, so we've got our toes pointing out, legs locked together, squeeze them nice and tight. Back into that, either hands on hips or hands in prayer, whichever is your preference. I quite like hands on hips, but I do alternate between the two. We're going to take our right foot out to a point, lift, down and in. Slide it out, lift, down and in. On repeat, out, lift, down, in, out, lift, down, in. This time, take it out, shift the weight onto the left leg. I'm going to take it out, flex, point, flex, point. Try really hard in this to keep that center line. So head lifted, tailbone tucked, squeeze your tummy muscles in. My weight is definitely shifted over to the left side because I can tell on the camera that I'm not particularly straight. It will come. Point and flex, point, flex. On repeat, point, flex, point, point, flex. Just a couple more here. Point, flex, point, flex, point and flex. Bring it in. So back into that start position in first, and we're going to take the left foot out this time. Slide it out, lift, down, in, out, lift, out, in. Point, lift, down, in, point, lift, down, in. Take it out, lift, flex, point, flex, point. I'm a lot more stable on this side. You may find it much harder on one side to balance than the other. It will all even itself out eventually, I hope. Point, flex, point, and in. So bring that back into the start position with our legs and knees very close together, toes just pointing out, lengthening up through the crown of the head, hands back onto your hips, all here. I'm going to take the knees out slightly. So we dip, squeeze in, dip, squeeze in, keeping that posture. So shoulders back, away from the ears, lengthening through the crown of the head. Out and in, out, in, out and in. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, right leg, slide it out, plie squat, up and in, out, plie squat, up and in, out, down, up, in, out, down, up and in. Keep going, out, down, up, in, out, down, up, in, out, down, up, in. One more, out, down, up, in. Slide that toe back out, staying here with the plie squat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Heel lifts on this right leg. Take it down, squeeze in, down, squeeze in, down, in, down, and in. Keep it more going. Down, in, down, in, down, in, down, and in. Okay, so slide that leg in, shake it off a little bit. We're going to take it all to the other side. Remembering you can take it to that prayer position or hands on hips, whichever is more comfortable for you. Okay, so we're sliding out into the plie squat. So left leg this time, take it out, squat, up and in. Slide out, squat, up and in. Toes pointing out, squat, up, in, out, squat, up and in. 4 more, out, down, up, in, out, down, up, in, out, down, up, in. Last one, out, squat, down and in. This time, take it out, stay in that plie squat, down and squeeze in, down, in, down, in. Keep checking posture. Is your tailbone tucked? Are you lengthening through the head? Down, in, nearly there, down, in, down, in, down. Last one. Okay, this time, heel lifts on the left leg, down, up, down, down, up, in. Try not to lean forward. Last 2. One more. Okay, shake it off. That is you well and truly warmed up. Okay, so from this point onwards, I'm just going to bring my chair into view so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So the bar is on my right, which means I'm going to be working the left side. Now with all of this, so you're using the bar or the chair for stability. Keep maintaining that lengthen through the head, tailbone, well and truly tucked. My feet are parallel and together at this point, hands onto hip. We're just going to take some dips. Down, down, up, up. Heels stay down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Single time. Down, lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, lift. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay low. Pulse, 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 pulse. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going to take it up onto the balls of our feet into a calf raise. Are you ready? Lift for the count of 2. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Really working into your calves here. Down, down, up, up, down, down. Single time. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. 4 more. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. Pulse, pulse. So it's just a tiny movement here. Stay lifted, stay lengthened. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, combination here. So we're going to dip down, lift heels, lengthen, lower. Dip, lift, lengthen, lower. Dip, lift, lengthen, lower. Dip, lift, lengthen, lower. Keep going. Dip, lift, lengthen, lower. Dip, lift, lengthen, lower. Dip, lift, lengthen, lower. Dip, lift, lengthen, and lower. Okay, from here, we're going to have our heels lifted. You definitely need the bar for stability in this one. So we stay on the balls of our feet, heels lifted. I'm going to take a little dip down. Are you ready? Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Single time. Down, lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, and lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, lift. Pulse, 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 pulse. Oh, down, 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 down. My legs are shaking here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, shake it off. That kind of hurt a little bit. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. Shake. So this time we're going to start using our arms. So we're going to stay on this side with the bar. This time, so our supporting leg is going to be our right leg, and we're going to have a very slight soft bend in that knee. Your arm is going to come to here this time, and we're going to take the leg out to here, lengthening out and in, out and in, out, in, out and in. It will get harder. So if you're thinking, oh, this is quite simple, it will get tougher. Out and in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out and in. This time, keep it out, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. You should be feeling this in the side of your glute. If you're feeling it in your quad, you might have your leg a bit too far forward. Out, down, to the side, out, down, out and down, out, down, out, down, out and down. Keep it high, pulse, pulse. Keep that toe pointed, pulse, 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 pulse. Ow, pulse, 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 pulse. 3, 2, 1. Okay, keep it high. Flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex and point. Ow, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex and oh, bring it in. That was hurting me on the supporting leg as well. So if it was both glutes that were hurting, albeit in different places, you're doing it right. Shall we switch to the other side? So I'm just going to switch my chair over to this side and we're going to do that all again, but on the right leg. Oh, so we start with our arms here. We take our, actually it's out here, arm and leg out to the side, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, up, down, supporting leg softened, down, up and down, pulse, 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 pulse. Ah, keep going. 3, 2, 1. Keep it high. Point, flex, 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 point, flex. Bring it in. I missed something out. Out, in, out, and in. So we do it here. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Lengthen. Out, in, out, and in. Oh, give those glutes a little bit of a shake. So, final little chunk for here. We're going to turn this time towards the bar and be very, very mindful of your posture in this one. So again, lengthening up, and we're going to take it to a lunge. So the right leg, first of all, is going to step behind. Are you ready? Let's go. Out and in, out and in, out, out and in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out and in. Keep going. Out, in, out, 4 more. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Just keep it here. Pulse, 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 pulse. Are you lengthening up through the top of your head? Nearly there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we are going to lean in to the bar, point that toe behind, we're going to come right down to it. So the back should be nice and straight. We're going to point and lower, point, lower, point, lower, point and lower. You should be feeling this in that supporting leg. Up and down, up, down, up and down. Keep it high. Pulse, 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 pulse. Keep it there. Pulse, 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 pulse. 2 and 1. Okay. Oh, give that bottom a bit of a shake. Right, we're going around this side now. You can stay exactly where you are. I'm just doing this for the sake of the video. So it is your left leg going out behind this time. Your right leg is your supporting leg. Start by lengthening up, tucking that tailbone under, making sure your core is engaged. Really think posture. Left leg is lunging back. Let's go. Back and in. Back and in. More. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Keep it there. Pulse, pulse. Keep making sure that your tailbone is tucked, lengthen through the crown of the head. Keep pulsing. Pulse, 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 pulse. Oh, keep it going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Oh, lean into that chair. Take the left leg out behind. Just make sure that you're in a nice straight line. Take it up, down, up, down, up, down, up and down. Make sure you're controlling that lift. Up, down, up and down. Keep going. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Keep it high. Pulse, pulse. Ah, pulse, pulse. Keep it going. Last 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. From here, take your right ankle over your left knee, sink down. Let's just give those glutes a bit of a stretch. I feel like I've got a crump in my bum cheek. Feeling warm, everyone? Okay, switch sides. This is the only stretch we're going to do. I hope you enjoyed that one. A good little intro to a bar-inspired workout. Oh, good Lord. Okay, see you next time. There will be more of a focus on beautiful balletic arms. You might need some weights or some tins or something very light just to make it that little bit harder, or you can do body weight, but I'll see you next time.